Morning, hope you're well. Day 5 of harvest. Just running around here at the moment. Changing water on the rice, so we're just giving it a third flush. It's going pretty well. We're sort of not quite halfway with it. I did have to get up in the middle of the night and change it, but that's all right. The harvester header, just that breakdown we've had with the feeder house chain. So if you watch the other one right to the end, with $4,700 plus GST for a new set of feeder house chains. So we'll have a go at fixing the old ones, I think. At that, just bear with me a minute. So what I've actually got is, we had an old set from last year, which I'll show in a minute. I've pinched a chain off one of them, so hopefully that'll get us out of trouble, and so we can get going again. Bear with me, I'm just going to open a couple of doors here. So I think I've spoken about this before. It seems to take a long time to fill the first couple of bays up, and then when we get a head of water, it all sort of happens pretty quickly. So I've already watered. I changed this at 2 a.m. and it's, we're a bit after 7. So the first bay he's already watered. I've let it into the next bay, and what we do is when we drain these first 4, we let it run down into the next, it drains into the next section. So it all sort of works pretty well. We do have a bit of a bottleneck here with this crossing, just in getting the water off this bottom bay. So we might even look at pumping a bit of it across just to get the water off it a bit quicker if we can. So I'll have to pull this door out. I'll bear with me, I need both hands. So we'll slip up the other end, and we've just got another door at the other end of this bay to open, and another couple to open, and then it should be right for a little while. I need to walk out and get the water monitor. I don't know. He's all the way over there, like all the way over there. We might get him from the top end, perhaps might be easiest. Morning, Jessica. Alright, so the plan is, I'll just loosen these chains off in a minute, and then I'll strip. I'm going to try and do it in there, so I'll roll this round, and I'll unbolt all the slats off that middle chain, the one that's broken here, and then I've got this one that I've stripped off the old set of chains. And I'm hoping one will be probably stretched a little bit different to the other, but I'm hoping we can make it work, and we haven't got to pull the whole lot out. So it's going to be, hopefully it won't take too long. I've got the little rattle gun here, and I'll buzz around. The biggest issue is going to be turning that by hand. It takes a bit of spinning around, but hopefully with the pressure off we can get at it. I'm going to try and cheat here a bit. So what I've done is, the other chain, I've just zip tied it to the end of the chain that's in there, and as I roll it over, I'm hoping that it'll just feed in the way it should. Fingers crossed. But there's no reason why it shouldn't. Two zip ties for extra security. Anyway, so we go. what I've just realised in my haste pulling the other one to bits last night, you can sort of see there, one's got 2 cleats on it and the other one's got just got singles. What I've done is I've just, not realising, I've just grabbed the outside, that's actually the outside chain. So I'm going to have to go home and rob one of the middle ones, which isn't the end of the world. What I'm doing is still going to work. Once I get that other chain, I can still feed it in here. But yeah, I'll keep buzzing these ones off and get this one out anyway. And yeah, this truck's supposed to be here shortly. They've got the ewes in the yards there. The truck's supposed to be here at 8:30 to load these lambs. Truck's turned up, so just getting him loaded. Lambs look good. We're back rolling. Yeah, so in the end it was a bit of a rock show, but what we actually did, I got Tony, I had to go to town, so Tony actually put the other chain in, the right chain in, and we couldn't get it to match up, so I actually made the decision to just pull the feed house chains out all together on the ground, just so we could see what was going on. And he'd actually put the chain in around the wrong way. So anyway, it wasn't a big deal. So we bolted the chain up, and then it was a bit of a tricky job. But what we actually did, one of the utes has got a winch on the front of it, so we actually fed the winch in over the top roller on the feeder house, and then used the winch to pull it in and over around the roller, and then yeah, we got it all hooked up, and then we tightened the bars up. Yeah, the bars up all right. So, and yeah, I just sort of noticed. I said to Tony, I had a bit of a knock here in the front of the. I thought it was actually in the table auger of the pickup front, but I had a bit of a knock for a couple of days, and let's say it might have been the chain had broken, and it wasn't until one of the bars had actually busted off the chain that it started to knock properly. So anyway, that's the sort of worst breakdown we have a harvest. We're going to have a pretty good run. So. It's nigh. We've still got it's about 10 runs here, I think, but we're slowly chipping away at it. The front seems to be going alright, but Chasing Bin Bribe is not paying attention. Con, it's too valuable to spill it. Anyway, yeah, no, it's all happy days. Our truck's been, and he's just loading again now, and then we'll get the contractor to come and get a load, and then we might have 4 or 5 tonne left over. This is the last of the GM Canola we've got, so we'll just have to do a light load, which is a pain in the bum, but anyway, there's sort of not much else we can do with it. We can't mix it with, you can go conventional canola into GM, but not the other way around. So anyway, that's alright. I have had a play around with this yield monitor, and now it's gone the other way. I think we're a bit high, but I really hope it was yielding 3.4 tonne, but anyway, we'll know soon enough where we're up to. But yeah, it's all going well at the moment. This is the run we've been looking for, so that's the GM Canola done for 2023 harvest. Yeah, we'll have a bit of a clean out, and I was the header box full and a couple of tonne left in the chaser bin, I think, which we'll put on our truck, and Russell will take that in the morning because the receiver will be closed shortly. Yeah, Tony's just up cleaning the mother bin out. It's just got big slides on it that you just drop out and drop it out on the ground, and then we'll put the big front on and yeah, get into some of this barley and see how it goes. We had a couple of runs left, and you can see here one of these belts in the middle. They're about stuffed, these belts, so we might have to, before we do too much more, we might have to try and replace them. But yeah, it had ridden up over on one of the other belts, and there was a 50 or 60, 70 mil gap between the belts, so we just pulled up and undid the belt and got it back in place. But yeah, we have replaced the front ones with the fingers on them, but yeah, they're the original ones. They'd be 10-year-old probably, so they've probably done pretty well. But yeah, so we might just chase them up in the next couple of days while we're stripping barley and get them back on. But yeah, we'll get all the job cleaned out and onwards and upwards. So day 5's in the books. So yeah, canola done, and we've just opened the headland here in the first paddock of barley, where what we're doing, we're dropping it in a row behind the header, and we'll bale this, one for our own use, and two, we do have a market for it. Yeah, the lambs and sheep quite like the barley header tailings. It's got a bit of grain in it, and yeah, the straw's a bit sweeter for whatever reason. And yeah, we got dairy that takes quite a bit of it too for the Springer heifers. So yeah, just stripped a box full, and then it's got quite cool again. It's about 8:30, so the sun's disappearing over there. Yeah, could nearly put a jumper on, which I probably will. So not really harvest weather just yet, but barley looks as though it's going to yield alright. Just need to check the loss monitor on the header. Yeah, just need to see what the calibration is on it, because it was telling me we were getting quite a sort of the rotor loss was up. These headers are a bit renowned for rotor loss, and yeah, we have been working with the fella just to try and correct that. I was supposed to have some different concaves to put in the back of the rotor, which I can show you tomorrow, but I haven't got them. I needed to go for a drive and get them, and I was hoping we would have got a real rainy day and I would have shot up. I had to go up to Griffith, so a couple of hours away, to get them. I just haven't had a chance to. So I've got a set at home that I was going to cut to bits and alter with this new style we're looking at. So I might be able to actually take to these ones we've got and sort of make the holes bigger so the grain falls out a bit more. So anyway, we'll have a bit of a play with that in the morning. Nearly finished watering the rice, so that'll happen during the night, and then onto the corn tomorrow. So yeah, anyway, thanks again for watching. Hope you're enjoying it. Yeah, it's good harvest. It's always a pleasure when there's a bit of grain about. So anyway, we'll see you on the next one. Ta-da, bye.